Hello, welcome to the Bikers Travelog. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Please subscribe and hit the notifications button. So I'm out on the back roads again. They're going to be heading out to a place called the Wyfold Hillfort. So it's just in southeast Oxfordshire in the UK, near an area called Checkendon. So I'll put up maps so you can see it as well. It's a hill fort, or the earthworks of an old hill fort from the Iron Age. It's still there, it's still visible. It's not visible from the air because it's completely covered in trees and forestry, so I'm going to be taking a forest road through it as well to get there. I've not been there before, so let's go and check it out. Okay, cheers. Right, and away we go. Let's go and find this hill fort, shall we? So, down the tracks again, some back lanes here. Actually, fair enough, this is a lane that I've never ridden along, so be interesting for me. Sure, it's a little rat run for lots of people, so I'll sort of take it easy. Bit of an overcast afternoon, but it's dry, so it's perfect riding weather in many ways. You know, it's cool. You're not getting too clammy in the clobber. So it's all looking good so far. There was a lot of rain around this morning, so it's pretty wet. So out with the waterproofs, but it's okay riding home. Just normal clothes here. That's the thing on these country roads. Again, I keep on saying it like a broken record, I'm sure. But you know, the roads are always full of debris and crud and grit, so just like riding on marbles really, so you've got to be careful, especially if you're turning or braking. If you are going to brake on a country lane, you've got any sort of any kind of grit on the road, just go with the back brake. You know, very easy on the front brake if you are going to use the front brake, but just go on the back brake. That's what you want to do. Right, so what I'm going to do is just quickly hop over the main road here, and then go on to the next one. Yeah, okay. And away we go. Again, this is a route I've never actually taken before, would you believe? So, there we go. Let's just let this Range Rover go through, quite narrow. There we go. Right, and on we go. Onwards and upwards, dear friends, onwards and upwards. Right, so this hill fort that we're going to, I never actually knew existed until a couple of days ago. And again, this is purely because I'm just constantly looking at Ordnance Survey maps, and I just hadn't figured that in this particular area, in this wooded area, there would be a hill fort. But you know, of course it is perfectly logical, you know, because you're talking, you know, 1500, 2000 years ago, you know, a lot has grown in those times. So yeah, an area can be completely overgrown, and that's, I suppose that's why I find these places so interesting, because of the passage of time, you know, everything turns back to dust, doesn't it? So, and that's exactly what's kind of happened here, really. You know, all these old forts, Iron Age forts that are littered about the country, you know, once they were thriving communities, you know, with castles and, or, you know, certain encampments, you know, and they had societies there, you know, they had trading there, and, you know, they were, for the time, obviously, very modern society. They were the metropolis of those particular times. So, but now there's nothing left. So it's all very interesting stuff, really. Okay, so we're just heading up now. Going to start creeping up the hill, and this is what they call Brixton Hill. So again, you can see there's lots of grit on the road, or especially in the middle. So I'm sort of feeling my way up, not really adding too much power. Just conscious that there might be little farm entrances here or there. Well, this is a nice little trip here. So basically what we're doing, actually, or what I'm doing, is like riding up into the Chiltern Hills. So the Chiltern Hills extends, you know, from Buckinghamshire into Oxfordshire. So heading up here into the top. Again, so I've never ridden this before, so this is, you know, this is new for all of us today. Now, no problems with you know, the country lanes. In the summer, obviously lots of long grass, you know, either side on the verges, so you just got to obscuring any entrances and things like that, so just got to be aware of that. You can see where the grit is here, so if I was on the right hand side trying to get a better view, then all of a sudden you'd have to pull in to the left. You could easily lose it on that grit in the middle. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Anyway, it's a great ride through here. I like this a lot. So sometimes you don't even have to go, you know, onto the byways to get that experience of being out in the countryside. Here, look, you could just pull over, you know, a little footpath somewhere and just park the bike up and just go and have a picnic somewhere, you know. Nice. Okay, so we're heading up into an area called Nuffield. And we're going to bear right there. So coming into a little village now. So that's quite a nice little run. That I'd not ridden this path before, so that's a new one on me as well. Okay, so now we're off to a place called Checkendon. So not too far really now. And we're sitting right on top of the Chiltern Hills now. So we'll come out to this village and then we'll go through a couple more smaller hamlets and villages along the way. Oh, it's a lovely part of the world again around here. I mean, just like most of the countryside is in the UK. You know, just get out there, get out on the off the beaten track a little bit, and it's lovely. Yeah, this is actually, it's a lovely road and it's perfect because there isn't any traffic at the moment, so it's always really nice. You know, we all want that open road dream ride, don't we, you know. And even if one car appears and it kind of ruins your ride sometimes, doesn't it? You think, oh, bloody hell. But no, this is good. I like it. I like it a lot. And as I'm riding here, I'm constantly looking at other little trails as well and see if there's anything else, any other routes that I can take from time to time. So I've already seen that there are quite a few routes here through the trees that might be worth exploring one day. I do like a forest road, as you might have gathered on my videos. I do like a forest road. There is something about them, I must say. It would be nice to have your lights on there, pal. Okay. Okay, so we're coming into an area now, Stoke Row, just so you can find it on the map as well. Just slow this down, and then now there is another little area here which you can come and have a look at. It's called the Maharaj as well. Find out on the site. It's okay, you know, if you've got nothing to do on a Sunday afternoon, if you're in the area, come and check that out as well. Oh, this is an interesting one. I picked the right route here, haven't I? Right, okay, let's go and check it out. Through the trees we go again. So it is quite overcast today, but that kind of makes all the difference sometimes as you're going through the trees. It really does, you know, make it go quite dark in here. It's amazing, you know, you go off the beaten track just a little bit and you are in the middle of nowhere. You know, it's kind of weird things are occurring in the middle of the trees, in the middle of nowhere. You know, I don't want to say it's you know, I don't want to say it's all deliverance or anything like that, but you know what I mean. And I wish I could. I wish I had a swinging camera. Actually, you can see some of the beautiful, beautiful trees here, and what's beneath it as well. Lovely, lovely. Well, I hope you're enjoying this as well. You know, hopefully it picks up on the video how really lovely this sort of area is. So I'll adjust the mic there a little bit. Wow, yeah, sorry about the silence there, but I'm just keep on checking out all the little tracks on the side, all the little routes. I mean, you know, it's really clear underneath the trees. You could easily pick your way through that. Nice, this is lovely, I like it. But, you know, I'm on a mission to let's go to the fort, so that's what we're going to do. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I keep on saying we for some reason, I don't know why. Anyway. So this is a bit more open countryside here on the right hand side. That's an equestrian place or something. Well, so far, touch wood, if I could touch any wood, that is, there's I haven't met any other traffic, so this has been pretty much, I've lucked out with this ride, I really have. Very good indeed. And again, just sort of feeding my way along this track, not getting beyond myself here. And we're very close to it now, so very close. It'll be coming up on the left hand side. Just need to find somewhere to pull in, and then go and have a little wander through. I won't go all the way around, but you know, you'll get the idea. We'll just find the mounds and, you know, have a look at some of the earthwork. But as with most things, you know, just come and check these places out. Wow, stunning, stunning. So, they did say a lot of it is overgrown in some areas. So let's just go and have a look, shall we? And it's all on my left hand side here. I can kind of see the mounds as well. Now there is supposed to be a house, and there's supposed to be a little track that goes from behind the house to the fort as well. So I believe yeah, so it's basically all in there. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go and park the bike and go and check it out. Okay, so just park the bike up here, as you can see, and heading out into the woods. So now I thought there was actually a track right by the house, but there isn't. So what I'll do, I'll just sort of walk through, show you what I'm doing. And see what we can find. There you go. So basically you can see it already here. So I'll just show myself. If you look at the terrain here, you see there's a dip right there. Okay, and then going around here. And then this will follow. There's the big dip there. And it will follow all the way around and around there. So that's the edge of the fort itself. So in the centre of it, that will be the fort here. And then these are, sorry about that. Right, and so here you can see, you know, the built-up area. And it goes all the way around. You can see there's like a dip either side. So you've got the fort on the right hand side, and then you've got the walls, the fort walls, or the mounds that would have held the fort walls on either side. And that goes all the way around. So we come in here. Just come up right into the centre. And then basically this is the centre of the fort, right here. Well, it's a beautiful location, you know. And there's me wittering on. I'm kind of ruining the peace and quiet, really, but it's lovely. And just look at this. You kind of are right in the middle of it here. Amazing. But anyway, so this is the Wyfold Castle Hill Fort in Checkerton, just southeast of Oxford, southeast Oxfordshire. Hope you enjoyed it. This is the kind of places I like to go and see. Just check them out. And just imagine, you know, as I said on the way over here, this would have been a thriving community, you know, a couple of thousand years ago, 1600 years ago, whatever. You know, there would have been, obviously, houses, trading centres, you know, hilltop presence. You know, you look at any hills, and the forts are usually on top of a hill somewhere or on higher ground. So it's strategically, it's a much better position. You've got to ignore all the trees right now because they wouldn't have been here, you know, a couple of thousand years ago or whatever. You know, or they might have been. You know, it might have been a big forestry area as well, but. You know, there are some old woodlands around this area. But this, you know, that, if you like, moat area, it isn't a moat, but that moat area would go all the way around the camp. And that part there, that's the overgrown part, which you can't really get to. But all that edge, all the way around there, you can. So it's, you know, it's a great place to, you know, go and visit, have a little walk around, and just check out. Anyway, so hope you like this Biker's Travelog, and catch you on the next one, whenever that is. Okay, cheers.